Chinese-owned manufacturing plants are set to pop up in small rural communities around Michigan, and Michigan lawmakers are spending over $500 million U.S. taxpayer dollars to open them. But residents are outraged, and they are letting them know.
You guys are hypocrites. You guys should put the Chinese flag up there. Every one of you guys are corrupt. You told us that 95% of the people approve. Well, you know what? We convinced Deb, my wife, and I went down to all the streets. 95% don't want to hear. You guys are nothing but hypocrites. You don't care about this place.
Former Michigan gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon joins us now. Tudor, thanks so much for being here. That was exclusive video to Fox and Friends First, so thank you for sharing that with us. But give us a little bit of a backstory. Why? Why, in light of everything we know about China trying to influence and infiltrate the United States of America, is that still happening?
I think because people really don't understand the threat there. And as you see, those people didn't understand even that this company was coming to their town until we started to expose that they have connections to the Chinese Communist Party. Once they started to see that, they started to ask environmental questions. They found out that a lot of these chemicals aren't approved by the EPA. They're wondering if their families are even safe in this town. And so you see it's getting very heated in Michigan.
I mean, I'm from the Midwest. I know how heated people in the Midwest get, especially when they start to feel like they're being encroached on in situations like this. But is there any chance this can be stopped, or is it a done deal?
No, I think it is getting stopped right now because they took it off of the Senate Appropriations meeting agenda yesterday, I think it was. And now they're saying they may be back next week. They had two other factories that were on, and they went with that money. So now it looks like they're considering maybe taking it off. Even the Michigan Economic Development Corporation has said they've decided to do more vetting now for these companies, which is, to me, this is a huge win because people are getting it.
They should have been doing the vetting beforehand. This should have never happened.
It is, yes, that's true.
What always strikes me is when you look at the people in that video, those are the people that Hillary Clinton called the deplorables. They're the people that the coastal elite refers to as the flyover people in the flyover states. Yet they know that this is a bad idea. They're real Americans. They get the sense. Who keeps pushing this stuff besides the Chinese? Because I can't imagine caring about our country, caring about preserving American freedom and American values and being like, oh, no, we need the money, so China, come on over.
The people who have never worked in a factory, the people who don't know how dangerous it is and the safety requirements that we have to have and the environmental requirements that we are held to. Those people don't get it. The elites of the country think that you can bring in any jobs and they're just romanced by the jobs. They don't get how important it is to actually take care of the community and the nation, because the national security implications here are off the charts.
Talk to us a little bit about, I mean, you talk about how dangerous it is to work in these factories. I get it. These people get it. But for people who don't, talk about not only that, but how dangerous it is to have our adversaries on U.S. soil.
Well, in the United States, we have very strict environmental protections in place. And so folks that work in factories, they know that you have to have certain safety equipment, that you can't pollute, that you can't be breathing in these fumes. However, we know that China is the #1 polluter in the entire world. They have clear ties to the Chinese Communist Party on their American website. It's incredibly dangerous to have them come in. And so when you talk about the Chinese ties, their parent company, they say, oh, it's a parent company that's connected to the CCP. But when you look at their American company, in English, on their American company bylaws, it says they have to have a connection to the CCP in the company in Michigan, infiltrating the grassroots of the company. So you know that this is the Communist Party saying we can get a foothold in the very center of the country, right on the edge of Canada.
You had notable battles with Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She obviously has designs on the presidency. Where is she on all this?
She hasn't come out and said anything publicly. We've heard rumor behind the scenes that she said we need to vet things more now, but she initially had, when she lost the Ford deal, that was a big deal in Michigan, the $11 billion plan that went to Kentucky and Tennessee, and it seems as though the message after that was get whatever we can.
Interesting. Tudor Dixon, we can't thank you enough for coming in. This is an important issue because you may be watching this and thinking, oh, this is just in Michigan. If this could happen throughout the world, throughout the country, that's really scary.
Yes, this is a United States issue.
Thanks so much, Tudor.
Tudor, thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.